All right, let's get back to our weather. Trent, it is cold, it is snowy, the roads,
Right? Check that out. You can see if you stay in those lanes, then you should be okay. But as soon as you get, a couple tires into that snow, off the cleared out lanes, you get some concerns outside. So make sure you're careful. This is 71 at 422, the split there. So just be careful this morning. Give yourself some extra time. Looking outside live in Cleveland right now, it looks pretty hazy outside. It looks like we do still have some snow, and we're going to keep tracking that snow for the next couple of hours. Cleveland's at 24 degrees, though, closer to that warmer, again, ice-free Lake Erie water. If you're closer to the lakeshore, you're in the 20s, but if you're inland, you are not in the 20s. I've got Mansfield's wind chill at -1. Ashtabula, you're at 10, you feel like 10. Worcester's at 14, you feel like 2. So it is incredibly cold outside unless you're dealing with snow. If you're dealing with snow, it's actually about 10 degrees warmer. Problem is, anybody in the teens, yeah, you jump up about 10 degrees into the 20s. If you're in the 20s now, you stay in the 20s all day long. Good news is the snow will not be here all day long. There's nothing outside to support it other than that northwest flow. Now, upstream, there's really not a whole lot coming off those Great Lakes, so these will shut down also, but I do expect this to be around at least for the morning drive, maybe even into the middle part of the day, but through the afternoon and evening, things should really start to improve. We've been tracking these 3 little squalls, these little fingers coming off the lake. This main one in the middle here, that's one setting right up over 77. That's where John Rutter's headed. I think that one could be a little more of a concern as we go through these next couple of hours, as this kind of sets up right over that 77 corridor. So you got to be careful this morning. Low visibility, plows outside. Not going to be a whole lot of traffic this morning because it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. A lot of folks, school day and work day off, but you're still going to have some slick roads. So I still want you to take a little bit of extra time and just take it easy. It's going to take you time to, get out of your driveway, brush off the cars, maybe even de-thaw some of those windows. If you haven't driven since Saturday, there's going to be a layer of ice underneath that. It rained for a little bit, and that all froze Saturday night. Winds right now all out of the north. 0, 5, 7, maybe 10 miles per hour. Typically need about 10 to 15 or more for lake effect. We don't have that, but we do have it over the lake. So once these winds start to back off a little bit, things should start to improve. We'll keep the direction over the lake. We'll keep the winds right at about 10, and then we're going to drop them off more so this evening. So much less wind this evening. So I don't expect any lake effect snow other than maybe a flurry or two floating around overnight tonight. Now tomorrow, it all shifts more out of the west, and it does pick up, and that could give us in the primary snow belt another squall. Could be some pretty heavy snowfall tomorrow once that sets up, but that's not going to be a widespread thing. And then we can start to warm things up. I'll show you the 7-day forecast, a warmer 7-day. Coming up, John Rutter is out in Storm Tracker 5. You see any more slick spots?
Definitely seeing some slick spots out there, Trent. We're on 77 northbound coming up on Wallings Road, so we're kind of right in that corridor that you were talking about where we could see some of the heaviest bands of snow. It's tough to see from our camera in Storm Tracker 5 right now, but the snow is falling at a pretty good clip, and it does appear to be sticking on the highways. Got some middle lane looking pretty clear, but looks like a little bit of snow cover on the right and the left lanes out there for the morning commute. So definitely the possibility for some slick spots. And then our thermometer here in Storm Tracker 5 says 19 degrees. So keep in mind, even if anything may be looking wet on your roads, it could be freezing back over after it has been plowed or after the crews have laid down some salt. No major accidents out there for the morning drive. I was taking a look at our maps, just a couple of minor things showing up, a couple of spinouts. And again, the traffic volume pretty low right now, and I have a feeling the traffic volume is going to stay low throughout the day. We'll keep a close eye on the commute. We'll let you know of the conditions that we see out here in the car. But for now, we'll send things back inside, guys.
All right, John, you guys